Hey, I wanted to get on here today. Today is January 26th, 2025. And I'm Sharina Walters. Thank you for coming to my channel. You know, yesterday was my mother's birthday. And my mom is deceased. And, dang it, I'm trying to get this darn thing right. Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. There we go. That's better. My mom is deceased. She's been deceased for... Oh, this Drew? Oh, man, I'm in the wrong street. Darn it. Anywho, I'm trying to get back to Tampa. I'm going to the gym. That's what I wanted to talk about. Like, yesterday was my mom's memorial. No, it was her birthday. She's been deceased for 20 years, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. Actually, 20 years, 20 and a half years, 20 years, 6 months. And sometimes it's challenging, it's difficult to have those days come up, like Mother's Day, birthdays, even my birthday. Milestones in my daughter's life. My daughter's 26 years old, but you know, there's still milestones and things that happen in her life that makes me, you know, get sad that my mom's not here, you know, to get her advice on things, or for her to witness those experiences with me, especially when Bree had her Sweet 16 birthday party, her 10-year-old birthday party, her 13, you know, her prom. And you know, but I find I do a really great job of being intentional about the upcoming days. And what I mean by that is I have this message that I teach my daughter. I say, you know, when your parents die, because both my parents are deceased, it's not people being mean or ugly or, you know, careless or, you know, not concerning, but life truly does go on. And people, you know, may not be affected by, you know, my death when I'm no longer here, like it is with her. It's going to stick with her until she's no longer here, right? So my parents' death, my mom, especially because I'm closer to my mom than I was my dad. I, believe it or not, got closer to my dad during death as I was able to heal and grow and be more compassionate and understanding about what it takes to be a parent, and learning about their background. So, but it's just that I had a stronger bond with my mother before she passed. And so when you know, special dates come up for her, it's super tough for me. And so sometimes, you know, and so what I teach my daughter is like, hey, find ways to celebrate me. Find things to do on those dates so you don't stay stuck, because you can feel the emotions. Don't suppress it, because trust me, those emotions do come out. No matter how long you try to suppress it, it will come up. I was like, you know, be okay with feeling your feelings, but don't stay stuck in, you know, me no longer being here, my death. Same as, you know, when me and her father is no longer here. So yesterday, me and my daughter, we went to the the Florida Cracker Fish Company. This was our second time going. This was our first time having breakfast, which was really good. And we've been there the first time to have dinner, which was good as well. So we was like, you know what, this is our little spot. We got together yesterday, you know, no sad feelings. You know, believe it or not, it's the emotions going up to that date that actually makes it sad for me at times. It's like, it's not always, dang, I think the way that the sun is turned is why, you know, things are the way that it is. So just excuse me, guys. Just wanted to get on and just drop this message. And because it was on my heart, you know, with dealing with grief. And one of the things with grief is you don't know how it's going to come. It is so interesting funny, sad, interesting, all the above on how grief is. I mean, you can be having the best day, the best year, nothing that's going wrong for you, as far as relationships, as far as life, and just all of a sudden, you just, out of the blue, something makes you remember that individual. All of a sudden, you'll start feeling sad, and you're like, what? Why am I feeling sad? Like, it makes me upset when I realize, oh, we finna go through this again. Because I'll go, okay, is it that I'm upset about, something may not be going my way. Maybe there was an expectation that I wanted that didn't happen, or something that I really wanted, or in life where I expected to be, I'm not there. Is that what the issue is? And it's like, no, that's not it at all. And so it's just that, oh, you're missing this person. I'm like, wow. And instead of me suppressing it and like, you know what, I'm not going to think about it, I realized that did not help. So one, I feel the emotion, right? I allow myself to feel the emotion. I do the process of elimination of what it is that I'm feeling. And if it's me missing my mom, or there have been a time where, I'm thinking about my father, my dad, Pops, as he would like me to call him. I was thinking about my dad, and I'm thinking about what if I would have done X, Y, and Z? Man, what if, I would have started writing him back, more when he was in prison? What if, what relationship would have been like between the two of us? Maybe I would have been able to be more up on game with men's game if had I built, allowed a relationship to be built with my father, because he did attempt to try to build a relationship, and for him it was through writing. And I told him that I don't like writing, and it was because I hated that he was in prison, like he kept going to prison. But when I'm looking in hindsight, it was like it was an opportunity for really me to allow my father to communicate with me. He realized it's something that he's going to continue to do, is go to prison and jail, and he's like, well, a way that I can be in contact with you is through these letters. And so I had to tell myself what Iyanla says in her videos. She says to forgive yourself for the story that you made up about whatever that situation is, whether it's a situation with a romantic relationship, with your kids, with your parents, with whatever it might be. She said forgive yourself for the story that you made up. So I just forgive myself for the story that I made up about, whether it's my mom, my dad, my daughter, my relationships, my past relationships, with romantic and friendships. And so yesterday, me and my daughter hung out. Then I had to go do some errands. I did Uber, but I can tell that I really wasn't in the mood. I emotionally ate yesterday. So after me and my daughter hung out, I told myself, oh, let me just go get, I was craving this. I had a sweet tooth, and I don't even eat Dunkin' Donuts, but it was a coworker who brought in some darn donuts that had like this strawberry icing, which was the pink icing. It ain't even real strawberry, it's artificial icing. Went to Dunkin' Donuts, got two of those. Well, got one of those, but the guy ended up putting two, I guess, trying to be sweet on me or whatever. He put 2 donuts in there, being nice. Of course, I'm going to eat both, okay? Yes, I'm going to eat both donuts. Of course, I'm not going to say, you know what, I'll wait until later. I had a chicken breast. I have this thing where I do a chicken breast from Popeyes. Now, the chicken breast is fine because I'll take the skin off and I'll just eat the chicken. However, there's a biscuit that comes with it. I didn't eat the biscuit. I ate a little bit of the biscuit, but to me, even being in that environment versus, going to Fresh Market or going to Fresh Kitchen is what they call it, where they have, really healthy, like food bowls. Because sometimes when you're craving sweets, for me, it's not necessarily that I need a sweet. Sweet is like, oh, you're hungry. So it had been a while since me and my daughter, from the time that me and my daughter had eaten something. So I'm quite sure I was just hungry. So, but I did that in the beginning of the day. I was finding myself doom scrolling. I had to park my car, and I was doom scrolling on social media. And I was like, man, we here again. And I know what it is. It's just me trying not to think about today is my mom's birthday. But also I found that I've had an issue with doom scrolling, which I'm doing my best to do my best. So I said, Sharina, what can you do in a positive way on something that you know you really need to work on? What do I need to work on? Getting back in the gym. I need to work on getting this darn weight off of me. I'm coming up on 50 years this year, guys. Like December the 31st, 2025, your girl will be celebrating her 50th birthday. And I have some goals, some personal fitness goals that I'm trying to get to, before I get to that darn number, to my birthday. It's very important to be my best self. That's my goal on this self-development journey, is to become the best version of myself, to inspire my daughter, my family, my friends in the world. And that is one of the things that I challenge with. Like I'm challenged with getting out and about and being more active. Like, it is so beautiful right now. And I'm driving right now on the beach. You can't see it, and I don't want to take this phone off of this mount because I'm driving. I'm actually driving towards the gym. I want to get me I'm gonna get a rotisserie chicken from Publix and eat a little bit of that. That usually lasts me a couple of days, and it's healthier. I usually have it sometimes with spinach or kale, so I have it as a salad. Or sometimes I also have it, to have carbs. I'll have wraps, or sometimes I might do rice. So this time I think I'm just gonna do a wrap. But yesterday I ended up going to Planet Fitness. And I worked out for an hour and 20 minutes. I felt so good about myself. Now right now today I am just like sore. And I have to find ways of stretching better, because I did not stretch at all before I worked out yesterday. That is not good, because my lower back hurts, and yeah, I think I need to like stretch. But that's what I want to focus on now. I want to do more videos. I just have to find, sometimes I have to feel like it's flowing properly. I don't want anything to feel forced or rehearsed, which is not rehearsed, but just forced, and feel like I don't have a message when I'm coming on here. But anyone who's dealing with grief with one, my heart goes out to you. I'm sending you a virtual hug. I know it gets challenging, but you're gonna get through it. It's literally, they have this thing say, take it one day at a time, take it 1 minute at a time. For me, it's like, take it 1 second at a time. Because things literally change second by second, minute by minute. But for sometimes it's like literally, depending on what stage of life, what stage of seasons you're in your life, it's literally second by second. So just have some grace and mercy on yourself. Allow yourself to feel the feeling. Don't stay stuck. I know it might be hard. I haven't had certain type of losses, and I can't even imagine what that feel like. But I know how grief works, and that could be grief for somebody that's still alive. We all kind of like, for the most part, a lot of us know what grief feels like, even if that person is still here. And so, because you could have, wished that something worked out the way that it did, or it could be a certain situation, special situation that happened with that individual, to where you no longer can have the relationship that you envision in your mind, and to you now you're going through that grieving process. So just allow yourself to feel the feelings, find positive things to do, that's going to make your life better, and it's going to help your mental health. Seek counsel. Seek someone in your family that who you really regard as having wisdom and knowledge and understanding. Or you can, if you're in church and you really trust the pastor or someone in church that you can trust, at work, your family, friend group, just find someone, or EAP at work. Get a therapist if you can at work, or if you're self-employed, you have the funds to find someone that is going to help you through this, and someone that's unbiased, not biased to your situation. So I would highly encourage seeking therapy. It really does help. I'm going to get a therapist next month. Is my goal. February is to start going back to counseling. I have not been in counseling probably since March of 2021, and that's right after and it might have been April, but I think it was March of 2021 is the last time I seen a professional therapist, and that's when I was leaving Chase Bank, JP Morgan Chase Bank, and going over to PennyMac as a loan officer. So I stopped, because I was leaving the company. I had this great therapist who I come to find out she's no longer in the business. So, and she was a wonderful therapist. So yeah, because I just really want to be my best self. I want to be my best self all around, so that I can help others, and when the time is right, if God see fit that I'm in a relationship, I can really say, hey, Sharina, you did everything that you were supposed to do. Tony Gaskins have this thing he called the 3 B's, which is your brain. He said work during your single season and during your life period, but he said especially in your single season, work on your brain, your body, and your brand. And I have been working on my brain, I have been working on my brand, but the body part, the body is, the 3rd B is something that I heavily need to work on. And then my brain and my brand, that's something that I need to work on as well. Because once I'm working on the body, it helps me. I can feel the extra energy. I can feel the extra energy. I can feel the clarity. I can feel the creativity that comes out by me being more active. And it doesn't have to be anything that's just like unrealistic. Like I'm about to go on this diet and I'm going to lose, 50 pounds in a month. I'm not eating any carbs. I'm just eating, just vegetables, fruit, and meat. Do stuff that is realistic, right? Try to eat maybe smaller portions. Maybe start out with that. Smaller portions of what you like to eat. Start doing smaller portions, right? And so I'm just getting on to say that yesterday I ended up going to the gym. It made me feel great. When I was at the gym, I had a moment where I thought I was going to cry. I thought I was going to cry while I was running. And I was like, oh no. So I had to put on some different type of music. Lately I have been listening for motivation, and also, motivation to work out, motivation while I'm at work, because we're allowed to listen to music or listen to audio while I'm working. Not doing Uber, but when I'm doing my 9 to 5. And so I usually listen to like podcasts, positive podcasts that helps you with your self-development journey. And then I also like to listen to T.I. Like I got this thing now where I'm listening to T.I. and Nipsey Hussle. I'm between the two of them, but I do the T.I. the mix, so it has other songs in there, like other artists like 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, and it really helped me come out of my little funk yesterday. I ended up changing a song. I think it was one of T.I.'s. It might have been one of Nipsey Hussle songs that was just kind of, and it was a motivational song, but I think the energy from it just made me feel sad. And I was like, oh no. So be mindful of that too. Who are you around? What are you listening to? That could be contributing towards your sadness. That could be contributing towards your mental health in a negative way, right? And so I just really pray that doing intermittent times that things come up from someone that you're missing, for someone that you're grieving, that you too can find a way that helps you through that awful dread moment at times, because they feel like, they call it like the awful dread, which I think they call the awful dread is like anxiety attacks, but I feel the awful dread too is like memories of someone that is really debilitating, to where you just don't want to do anything. So I want to send out love, peace, positive energy to you, and just wishing you the absolute best. I pray that y'all are having a great day as well. I'm about to, like I said, go get me something to eat, and then I'm gonna head over to the gym. Some people's like, oh, don't eat before you go to the gym. For me, I'm like, I'm hungry. So I gotta get me something to eat. It's not gonna be anything heavy right now. It's just something, just a little something on my stomach. I realize that does help me with my energy. So I'm gonna do that and then go home, take a shower, and call it a day. All right, well, y'all have a wonderful weekend.